Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got game 2 out of 2 against the Brewers for this series. Is a off day tomorrow, so we are getting the subs into the game. Alright, let's change this order around. There we go, I think that will work. I feel like we're missing somebody, but I'm not seeing them, so we're gonna tell them to play ball. Alright. As they take the field, you'll see the defensive lineup we came up with. And the guys that aren't off today will be off, not tomorrow, but the day after the off day. I still have not, I guess I could look at the schedule and actually see what we're doing next. So Polly on the mound, and still getting the web page pulled up, which, just in case you guys have not noticed, if you're early on users, I do write recaps of all of these games and put the daily standings in after every game. As Tony Gwynn Jr. bloops out to Phil. The standings thing I've only been doing for a few years now. I don't know why I didn't think of doing it sooner. I wish I'd done it the whole way through, but, you know, it is what it is at this point. It would be quite the undertaking to probably almost no advantage to go try to backfill all that in now. I don't even know if the game would do that. Cedeno pops out. It looks like Polly's actually going to field it standing right in front of Joey. That's not what I want. Doing too much at once and not doing any of it well. Ryan Braun at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on base. Looks at strike 1. I did manage to get the schedule pulled up here. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Fouled away. Still 0-2. Looks at strike 3. Much better first inning than what Polly had at the All-Star game. So 1-2-3 inning to start. Phil's going to lead off for today. We are off to New York next to play the Mets, who are, I think, 4 games behind the Braves right now out in the NL East, tied with the Phillies and behind the Nationals. And the Braves, like I said, lead that division. Actually, we got a pretty long road trip coming up here. As I look, we go to New York, then to St. Louis, to Chicago, to Arizona before finally coming back home against the Rockies, only to go on another 2-series road trip. So, anyway, with that business settled, Phil strikes out, looking. That'll bring Sweeney to the plate. Did get a base hit yesterday, pinch hitting, and it's 1 for 1. I'm almost certainly sure that didn't bat around that much late in the game. It's got a 1-1 count right now. I did not even see who the Brewers have pitching. J.P. Howell. That name kind of does sound familiar. I don't know why. I don't really remember him. High hop. Howell's going to field it but have no play. That will correctly go down as an infield hit. Quinton at the plate is going to bat right-handed. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch out of the zone. The Brewers did walk Quinton in his first appearance yesterday. They just don't seem real keen on pitching to Quinton. Which Quinton of a few years ago really was the home run threat. He's not hit very many, I feel like, the past couple. Well, that was a 3-0 pitcher's call. Suddenly a full count now. Sweeney stays put. It's a line drive that gets over Nitro's head and out into right field. Sweeney will go on to third base. That will put the runners on the corners with only one out and Terry at the plate on a lefty-lefty matchup, which I said had been giving Terry trouble, and as soon as I said that, he started hitting lefties. So we'll see. Since I said that, he puts it in the center field, and that will be the first run of the game already. With 2 runners on and only 1 out, here's Frank, who had 2 doubles yesterday. Both of them hit with some authority. Swings and misses at the first pitch, swings and misses at the second pitch, both changeups. There's a line drive, to Cedeno. A little bit more up the middle, that's a base hit, but as it is, 2 outs for Miyake, still 2 runners on base. First pitch is in there for strike 1. That fastball down and out. Line drive, but pretty much right to Hall, and that will end the inning. 3 hits for the Squirrels, send 6 runners to the plate, but come up with only 1 run, so not all bad news for the Brewers. They will start off with Bill Hall at the plate. First pitch from Pauly is too low. Knuckleball, though, catches the inside corner. Of course, that is mostly what Pauly throws. Hall hits this hard, but it's going to hook foul. If it stayed straight, it might have been home run distance, but the hook had it come up short and obviously foul. Does get a base hit up the middle, though, to start the offense for Milwaukee. So here is Nitro, who had 2 hits yesterday, both for singles. So just keeping him in the ballpark does feel like a victory. Not quite as much as like Albert Pujols, but who has a number of home runs against us, but, you know, kind of the same idea. Keep him in the ballpark and you've done something. Although Nitro does not hit for the average that Pujols does. Ground ball goes off of Pauly. That probably ruins it. Actually, it's going to go down as a hit. So they definitely ruined the double play. Couldn't recover enough to get anybody. So the first 2 Brewers aboard with Mercado at the plate. He is behind on a fastball, which, you're dealing with Pauly, 80 does look pretty fast when his knuckleball is going up there in the 70s. Swing and a miss on another fastball. And a swing and a miss on the knuckleball. Good, timely strikeout for Pauly. Bullard at the plate now. Still 2 aboard with only 1 out, so Pauly definitely not out of danger as of yet. Swings and misses, makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, here's Van Hecken. 2 good strikeouts. Pauly now 1 out away from getting out of the jam. Gets the call on 2 high fastballs. Throws a low fastball. Van Hecken offers at none of them, and the Brewers come up empty after putting the first 2 runners on. That will bring Martinez to the plate in the bottom half of the inning. Squirrels still leading 1-0. First pitch is too far inside. Well, gets the call on that one. Borderline pitch, but that's why they tell you to swing the bat. Second pitch, not so borderline. It's 2-1. Fastball swung on and missed. Hits this one, just misses third base. Still 2-2. Popped up, Van Hecken waiting on it. And that is the only first out. I couldn't remember. Yeah, Martinez just let off. And it's too early in the game for me to get this lost. Joey swings and misses at the first pitch. Second pitch is called a strike to make it 0-2. He will hit this out into left field right over Bullard's head. So 1 out single brings Pauly to the plate, who, like Graves, is having probably the offensive season of his career. As he watches a ball bounce in. Curveball, called a strike. It's an iffy pitch. Another one in the dirt, makes it 2-1. Fastball over the outer half. 2-2. Oh, a called strike 3 over the inside corner. Probably got to foul that one off if you're Paulie, but you also don't expect that much out of your pitchers. Phil struck out to start the game. One of 2 strikeouts so far as we get a wild pitch. Rolls all the way to the backstop. Puts a runner into scoring position with 2 outs. Phil gets a line drive out into left center. That's going to score another run. Phil not very fast, though. That might have been a triple for anybody else, but he'll have to settle for an RBI double. Phil, I'm pretty sure off the top of my head, is rated as a speed of 4 out of 15. I have seen a couple 3s, so he's not the slowest player in the majors, but he's up there. Or down there, maybe the better way to put it. Sweeney, I don't remember what he did in his first at-bat, but he's got a 1-1 count at the moment. Runner in scoring position is average at an even 400. Swing and a miss. That'll make it a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Squirrels tack on another as we move into the third. 2-0 now. The Brewers have the pitcher's spot coming up to lead off this inning. I do imagine he will get to hit. This game's not out of hand yet. And Howell apparently also hitting 267. He'll look at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away, back to the top of the order. 5 strikeouts for Paulie in his first go around the Brewers order. Gwynn, not one of those. He is credited with a line out. I don't think it was hit very hard. Also not that far off the ground, I suppose. He's got a 2-0 count right now. There's a strike. That one hits the dirt. It's a 3-1 count. And Paulie gets the call on that one. Full count with 1 out. Nobody on base. Popped up in foul ground. Martinez waiting on it. And he makes the catch. 2 away. Here is Ronnie Cedeno. Credited with a fly out. Grounds this one to first, and that will end the top of the inning. The bottom of the third, Squirrels leading 2-0. They will start off with Quinton at the plate. Quinton did get a base hit his first time up. So he's hitting over 300. He's been a good hitter, just has not hit for power like he was designed to be quite frank. Of course, I guess that might be true of about all the Squirrels. He's got a 1-2 count at the moment. Chases that fastball, and that will be the first out of the inning. Terry also with the base hit out into center field in his first at-bat. Hits this one up the middle on the ground for his second hit of the day. Here is Frank. He lined out in his first at-bat. And he will hit this one into center field. Gwynn coming in, but he's not going to make it there. Terry on his way to third, and he will make it there. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Similar situation. Well, has it been every inning so far? But Miyake at the plate looks at a ball. Down in the dirt. This one runs outside again. 2-0. Hits this one out into left. That's going to get by Braun. 1 run already in. Frank on his way to third. So far, the Squirrels have scored in every inning. And the game, I just said last inning it wasn't out of hand at 2-0, but it's threatening to get that way. 3-0 with 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out. Martinez looks at strike 1. He'll hit this one, foul down the right field line. Foul again down the right field line. This one too far inside. 1-2. Oh, looked at strike 3 right down the middle. That'll bring Joey to the plate. 2 outs, but still 2 runners in scoring position. And this will be hit right to Nitro, and so again, the Squirrels will have to be content with 1 run in the inning. It's 3-0 as we go into the 4th, where Ryan Braun will lead things off for Milwaukee. Braun struck out in his first at-bat. He will hit this one right to Terry, who will step on the bag. 1 pitch, 1 out. Bill Hall also got a base hit in his first at-bat. Tosses in strike 1 here. Tosses in strike 2. Gets a ground ball. Sweeney on across the diamond. That will be the second out of the inning. Nitro got a base hit in his first at-bat. Hits this one out into left field for another base hit. Here's Mercado. He struck out in his first at-bat. Knuckleball, don't even think it made the dirt in front of home plate. That one didn't make it a lot further. There's a strike. 2-1. Another called strike. We get a little bloop towards second. Phil makes the catch. 3-0 Squirrels as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Polly is due up. I'm going to have to take a short little break here, but it'll be even shorter for you. So pause the recording. Be right back. Maybe. There we go. Okay, let's get this back going again. Polly at the plate to start the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Squirrels. J.P. Howell starts things off with a ball. That one wasn't real good either. 2-0. There's a fastball down the middle. Paulie let it go. Hits this one foul to make it 2-2. Little pop-up. Hal's going to field it himself. Shaded a bit into third. Makes the play no problem. Phil got a deep double in his last at-bat. Raised his average to 188. Which, is about what he hit when he actually hit leadoff every day back in Season 1. It's very frustrating, which is why Kester plays second base every day now. Phil with a 2-2 count in this at-bat. That pitch stays outside. It's a full count. Popped up. Van Hecken goes back and makes the catch. 2 away. Sweeney 1 for 2 so far. Looks at a fastball for strike 1. Hits this one foul down the third baseline. Makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, and for the first time this game, the Squirrels put a 0 up on the scoreboard. So we'll move into the 5th inning, a 3-0 Squirrels lead. Bullard's going to lead things off for Milwaukee. Bullard struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch is in there for a strike. Line drive out into right center field. Looks like Quinton's going to go back and get it. He's going for second. Throw coming in. Not going to be in time, and it's offline anyhow. So that is a leadoff double. Not the first threat Milwaukee's had, but they have been a little few and far between these couple games. Here's Van Hecken with a chance to get the Brewers on the board. He looks at strike 1. Grounds this to Fur. Oh, except for Terry didn't grab it. That's going to go down as an infield hit, but that's some miscommunication or misjudgment, something. So pitcher at the plate with runners on the corners. They check over on first. Might be a squeeze play on here. He looks at strike 1. Still not looking to square. Looks at strike 2. Swings and misses for strike 3. 1 out, but definitely still a big threat here. Tony Gwynn Jr. at the plate. Don't remember if he has a hit today or not. Grounds this one, and the throw's going to go to first. The Squirrels will concede the run. 2 away, they lead 3-1 now, with Ronnie Cedeno at the plate with the runner still in scoring position. That was the right play, I would say, but no more shutout for Paulie. Cedeno with the 2-0 count. Looks at a strike. Looks at another strike to make it 2-2. But bounces in that knuckleball. It's a full count with 2 outs. Runner stays put at second base. We got a ground ball to third. Sweeney does have a little bit of a high hop, but gets it to first in time to end the inning. One of the better Brewer showings, or better Brewer innings, I should say, the whole year against us. Makes it 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Quinton is due to lead things off. Quinton 1 for 2 today. Howell starting to wipe his brow. Well, I don't know what how did he miss that? Almost put that one on a tee. That's a better fastball. Quinton lets it go for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Here's Terry. He's 2 for 2 today. Hits this one foul down the first base side. Changeup is inside, makes it 1-1. Changeup in there for strike 2. Now pitch down and in. It's 2-2. Inside, we've got a full count. This is fouled back. Still a full count. Making Howell throw some extra pitches here. Oh, and looks at a fastball down the middle for strike 3. 2 out, here's Frank. He's 1 for 2 today. High fastball is called a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Fouled straight back. Still 0-2. Howell not quite out of gas yet. Gets a pop-up out of Frank. He's going to get out of this inning. Still 3-1 as we go into the 6th, where Ryan Braun will lead things off. Braun 0 for 2 today. Paulie starts him off with a changeup that bounces in, or knuckleball rather. There's a strike. That one on the changeup. But really, for Paulie, that changeup is basically just a knuckleball that breaks more straight down than the knuckle curve that he throws. Gets Braun to strike out swinging. Brings Bill Hall to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. He swings and misses. Swings and misses again to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, and here is Nitro. He is 2 for 2 so far. Fouls the first pitch off. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's still 3-1 Squirrels, who will start off with Miyake at the plate. First pitch is in there for strike 1, and this looks like this will be the last batter for Howell. So he gets a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. That curveball breaks too far outside. Little bloop into center field. That will get down for a base hit. The Brewers then go to their bullpen.
Your attention, please. Now coming out to pitch for the Brewers, number 12, Carlos Villanueva.
Carlos Villanueva will come on to try to keep this game where it is. Runner on first, nobody out. Martinez shows bunt, and he gets a pretty decent one down, actually. He's not going to be fast enough to beat it out, but it is a successful sacrifice. Puts a runner into scoring position for Joey, and they will intentionally walk him. We were going to pinch hit if it got to the pitcher spot anyway. So, usually when we're ahead, we put Marvin in for the pinch hitter. For behind, it's Tom. Although, really, the way they've hit this year, that probably ought to be switched. So Marvin's going to bat left-handed, his better side, as he looks at strike one. That pitch is too high. If you're keeping score at home, Howell is responsible for Miyake out there on second base. Marvin with a 2-2 count. Pops this up. It's called infield fly. Villanueva goes ahead and grabs it. So 2 on now for Phil with 2 out. Villanueva throws that one up and out. And a changeup in the dirt. There's a called strike. Popped up. Van Hecken goes back, and he will make the catch to end the inning. Still 3-1 as we go into the 7th inning. Mercado is going to lead things off for Milwaukee. We will bring in Nakai as soon as the pitcher menu pops up. No double switching with the bench guys in.
Your attention, please. Now come on to pitch for Indianapolis. Number 18, Nakai.
Mercado is 0 for 2 today. He will look at a fastball down by his shoes. And another one that's too low. It's 2-0. There's a better fastball. It is called a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Ground ball right to Sweeney. 1 away. That will bring Bowler to the plate. Got a double in his last at-bat. And I do believe came around to score the lone Brewers run to this point. It's got a 2-0 count right now. That one up, but in the zone. 2-1. This one just outside. It's a 3-1 count. Nakai throws in a changeup, which again gets a ground to third. Sweeney on to first again for the second out of the inning. So here's Van Hecken. Got a base hit. I think the RBI base hit, actually, in his last at-bat. It's that pitch down in the dirt. Curveball also in the dirt. Fastball in there for strike one. Curveball is fouled away to make it 2-2. Oh, just misses inside. It's a full count with 2 outs. Nobody on base. Ground ball this time to Joey, who will get it to first to get us to the 7th inning stretch. Sweeney will lead off on the other side. It's a 3-1 Squirrels lead.
Please rise and join the singing.
Villanueva with a fresh inning now. Throws in a strike to Sweeney. Sweeney hits this one into left field. Braun should have it. And he does. That will bring Quinton to the plate. First right-handed at bat. He is singled and then struck out twice. Looks at a fastball down the middle for strike one. Slider at the knees for strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. Well, here's Terry. He struck out in his last at-bat, singled in his first 2. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike 2. This one just misses inside. Very good 2-strike pitch. Terry chases that one high, but he does manage to foul it off. So still 1-2. That one down and out. 2-2 then. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring us to the 8th inning. Still a 3-1 game. The pitcher spot coming up for the Brewers. They should pinch hit. I don't know if they will pinch hit. Okay, they do actually bring a pinch hitter up. It's going to be Ricky Weeks. For now, we are not sticking with Nakai. It's time for Hermida to do his setup work. Hermida seemed especially good yesterday.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis. Number 17, Hermida.
Alright, they are going to let Ricky Weeks hit. So we have a righty-righty matchup. Curveball, not real close. Throws another one that gets a swing and a miss. It was a little bit closer to the strike zone. Throws another one, and it's called a strike. 1 and 2. There's the fastball. Weeks can't catch up with it for the first out of the inning. Tony Gwynn Jr. He is 0 for 3. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Fouls that curveball off. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hermida just has looked so sharp here against the Brewers. Cedeno 0 for 3. High fastball for strike 1. Low fastball gets ground right to third, and that's another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 3-1. Frank due to lead off for Indianapolis. Dudamel, who we did see earlier in the year, though I can't remember anything about him, but I remember that name. He's going to try to keep this at a 2-run game, so the Brewers have a shot. Frank 1 for 3 on the day. Looks at a curveball for strike 1. That one broke too far inside. Line drive right to Nitro. 1 down. Here's Miyake. He's 2 for 3. So he looks at a strike. Hits this one into center field. Maybe right center. I don't know exactly where you draw that line, but it's down for another double. Here is Martinez. The chance for a little bit of more insurance, extra insurance, I guess you'd say. First pitch is in the dirt. Second pitch is in there for a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, Joey at the plate. They're going to intentionally walk him again for the second time today, which means we get to bring in another pinch hitter. All right, Tom with his first at bat, and we do get a lefty-righty matchup, so as far as the handedness is concerned, the pinch hitting worked out perfectly. Tom has a 1-1 count to start things off here. Hits this one foul to make it 1 and 2. Popped up, Dudamel will take it himself right in front of the mound, and that will get us to the 9th inning. 3-1, heart of the order coming up for the Brewers. Doubled up in hits, but not on the runs column. Well, actually, I guess they're more than doubled up because they only scored 1 so far, but... yeah, so never mind. That was a dumb comment. Sometimes those happen. Oh, Shibuya's hurt. What? Well, nobody told me. We're going to go for it anyway. That is one annoying thing about this game, is that they don't tell you when somebody's injured. So usually you find out like that. See how bad it is. Braun 0 for 3. Looks at a ball. And that is a ball again. 3-0. This might be a short outing for Shibuya. He does put in a strike there. Another strike. We got a full count. Bloop up the middle. It does get down for a leadoff hit. This is Bill Hall. He's 1 for 3 today. Get a ground ball, that would help. I'm suddenly very nervous about this game. Got a 1-1 count here. That one didn't do what it was supposed to. Fouled away. It's a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. See if it's going to make me take Shibuya out eventually, with probably making this injury worse. Nitro 2 for 3. Misses that pitch. Runner takes off. It's a hit and run, but it's fouled away, so reset everything, and 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. He chased one. 2 outs. Shibuya 1 out away from this save. He's got Mercado at the plate, who's 0 for 3. And that should do it. Pitch through the pain to get us to a 3-1 win today. Definitely gonna have to check out what's going on with him. Because again, I did not know and didn't really have a plan B lined up. Do have an off day tomorrow before we head out to New York, so that might help things. Yeah, the Squirrel, we scored 1 run in each of the first 3 innings, and that ended up being all we needed. Terry's going to be your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you want to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. As mentioned, we have an off day tomorrow. We will be in New York to face the Mets the day after that, so we will see you then.